All right, college football and stuff here. I'm going over the ACC games. It's week 5 of the college football season. I'm ready. All right, going to jump right into these ACC games. So, starting off with a Friday night game, which is odd for a Power 5 conference, but you see it a few times every year. We have Campbell at Wake Forest, 7 o'clock on the ACC network. So didn't see a line for this game. Obviously, I'm picking Wake Forest to win this. Campbell has played better than I thought they would in their previous games this year. They've played some close games, but I thought they wouldn't. I don't think this will be very close, but I think it'll be an interesting game to watch Friday night. But yeah, I have Wake Forest winning this. Moving on to Saturday, we have NC State at Pittsburgh, 12 o'clock on the ACC network. Pittsburgh, a 14-point favorite, and Pittsburgh has looked really good. NC State got blown out last week. I saw Pittsburgh, a 14-point favorite again. I have them covering this game. I'm not super high on Pitt, but I didn't like what I saw from NC State. I think Pitt is going to be a good team, but I don't think they're going to be competing for like that third best in the ACC position or second best in the ACC, depending on how you want to think about Notre Dame this year. I think they're going to be just a step down from that, but I think they get it done in this game. I think they win by more than 14, so give me Pitt to cover that spread. Next up, North Carolina at Boston College, 3:30 on ABC. Now, Boston College has been a team that's put up points so far this season, and they have looked good. People really high on North Carolina. I saw in this game, again, 14-point favorite for North Carolina. I am taking North Carolina to cover that. I really got burned in that first game of North Carolina and Wake. No, it wasn't Wake. It was Duke, right? Oh, no, whoever North Carolina played the first week, I picked them to not cover the spread. It was like a 22-point spread, and I ended up covering it by a few points. I hopefully am learning my lesson here and going to come out on top with picking North Carolina to cover the 14 points here. Next up, Jacksonville State at Florida State. So an FCS team at Florida State, 4 o'clock on ESPN3. Of course, didn't see a spread on this game. Florida State should get an easy win here. Be really concerned, though, if you're a Florida State fan and they do not get an easy win against Jacksonville State, because this is the most winnable game on your schedule, and it is going to be really tough. If you can't beat Jacksonville State, I don't know if you get a win this year. So you better hope you get a nice, decisive win against Jacksonville State, able to build some momentum, get some confidence in your players, and hopefully that'll lead to some more wins in some of these other games, because it's looking like you got a bunch of tough teams in the ACC you got to play. Next up, Virginia Tech at Duke, 4 o'clock on the ACC network. Virginia Tech, a 10.5-point favorite I saw, and I am taking them to cover. Again, I like Duke. I like their coach. I think they have a good quarterback, but I am high on Virginia Tech and Virginia. Virginia Tech looked really good last week. Their first game, of course, they had some postponements and some canceled games. So that was the first time we got to see them this season, and they dominated. They looked really good, put up a ton of points. I think Virginia Tech covers this pretty easily. I have them winning big in this game. Last game, Virginia at Clemson, 8 o'clock on the ACC network. Now, Clemson a 28-point favorite in this game. And that's a bunch of points, especially against a Virginia team that I think is pretty good. Now, Clemson could definitely cover those 28 points. Clemson is either the best or the second best team in the country right now. But based on how some of these games have gone, I think Virginia is just good enough to stay inside that point spread. Now, I'm absolutely picking Clemson to win this. Give me an extra 28 points for Virginia. I see Clemson probably winning this game in 24, maybe 27 points. I think 4 touchdowns is just a little bit too much. I mean, I can see them winning, 40 to 14 or something like that. Keeping just inside of that range. It'll be a blowout win. I'm assuming. I think Clemson's going to dominate in that game, but I think 28 points is just a couple too many. Okay, so that's it. Not a whole lot of ACC games this week. We got some people on bye weeks. We got some people not playing. And really not a lot of great games here. I think probably the best games are going to be Virginia Tech at Duke, but I think Virginia Tech's going to blow that game out. I would maybe say the North Carolina at Boston College game is going to be your most competitive game out of these. And then Jacksonville State at Florida State if you want to laugh and hope that Florida State loses this game. But yeah, I think a lot of these games aren't going to be super competitive. Watch them if you're interested in any of these teams, but I don't think they're really great matchups this week in the ACC. But anyway, that's all I have for the ACC games. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you think I'm crazy in the comments and give me your picks. And subscribe if you want to see more of these videos. Otherwise, I will see you next time.